I love reading and stories, and the idea of producing my first picture book to a text of Oscar Wilde is kind of amazing. Like, if someone had said that to me a few years ago, that would have been like, I would have not believed it. And as a child, you know, like, you read those stories and he's really well known, and like I studied them in A-level, so then the idea of illustrating someone as like such a big figure in like literary figure is pretty special. With this book, I started drawing fairy tale sort of characters before I'd even really picked a text, and then picked the text, and the first thing I did was sort of decide what my characters were going to look like. The prince I sort of had a good idea in my head, but the swallow took a lot longer because it's not a bit out of my comfort zone, like drawing a bird and making it like a boy. Like, that's a bit not something I've done before, and something that took a while to get right. Turning him into sort of like a boy and a bird was because I felt like, well, for me, like, I just probably wouldn't have related to a small bird, you know, flying across. Like, I felt like I'd relate to a person more. And yeah, I feel like I think of him, the swallow, as quite arrogant and like quite selfish, just like wants to, you know, arrives at the city, quite like a lone traveller, wants to move on and get to Egypt where it's hotter. I picked out the key elements, like what really stood out for me, being sort of the main characters and the friendship, and I just wanted to bring them meeting, like the two characters meeting. I wanted that to happen, like basically immediately upon opening the book. I felt like the sooner you saw them, the more you would get to know them across the story. I kind of wanted to create a good balance between sort of the bleaker scenes of city they're living in, which is pretty grey and things, and then looking to like Egypt, which is brighter colours, and so you, like the reader, hopefully gets a good idea of that divide between the poverty and the happier, more joyful elements of life. With this book, I did some drawings in my sketchbook, and then I put it all into a dummy book. I haven't really got rid of much of Oscar Wilde's events from the tale itself, so the challenge was sort of finding a way to like translate such a quite eventful story into not too long of a book. So I'm pretty happy with how that is. I've kind of got some pages where I've stuck to the same format, using like a comic book sequence layout for when the swallow's delivering the jewels to the people the Happy Prince is wanting to help. So hopefully getting some sort of repeated kind of format of pages to bring it together a bit. And I haven't really done lots and lots of sketching. I sort of just start working on a page and just paint over it and keep working over it, and I tend to try not like pencil out stuff too much and sort of just enjoy the process.